This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, so before we jump into another draft, I want to remind everyone that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on their on a panel below that'll take you to their website. And they'll know I sent you, and on YouTube, a link in the description below that will do the same thing. And they have all the products you might want. Yeah, I mean, I'll try whatever's open, Jay Dorfer. That's the plan for me. Okay, this is a pretty strong pack one, pick one scenario. I teach college, TP03. So, like, Overgrowth Elemental, Thrashing Bronodon, Rabid Bite, and Leafkin Druid, and maybe even Frost Lynx are all cards that I feel pretty good about first picking. But yeah, the average life of a medieval peasant was spent farming, is the short answer. So... yeah, this is a strong pack for green. Like, the green cards in here are kind of nuts. I mean, Overgrowth Elemental is really strong when you can build around it. Thrashing Bronodon's really strong no matter what. Rabid Bite's a nice removal spell. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the just taking the removal here, but I could see maybe going almost any direction here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the removal. Buh. This pack is like on the other end of that spectrum. Chandra Spitfire? Could end up red-green again. I do think you need to build around it a little for it to be at its best. I don't really think it's what I want to take here. It might just be the best card in this pack, though. Yeah, that would have been a really good sealed pack with all those green cards. Netcaster Spider... kind of leaning towards Spitfire. I mean, the Spider's fine, but... yeah, the Scheming Symmetry is pretty horrible. Unless you're in Two-Headed Giant, like you said, Kevin. In which case, you can target you and your opponent, your neighbor, your partner. That's the word. Yeah, I think I will take the Spider. Ooh, I do love me some Gravedigger. And I think that's what I take here. I like it more than the Wave Crasher, which needs a little bit of help to build around. I like it more than Audacious Thief, too, which is also pretty good, but definitely Gravedigger. Ooh. Well, now I think we got to take Risen Reef. I think we definitely want Risen Reef here. I like to splash Gravedigger, and being able to do that's great, but, you know, this is just way too good of a card, even on its own, and it's easy to get, like, serious value out of it. And yeah, it's better than everything else in this pack, so Risen Reef it is. Okay, so we've got Reduced to Ashes, which I think is better than Sleep Paralysis. They're kind of comparable, actually. I'll probably just take the Paralysis. It's blue, so that's... and we've just took a really strong blue card, so I think that's enough of a reason. Okay, Gift of Paradise can help us splash... like our Gravedigger, which is a card I like to splash, but there's also an Audacious Thief, which is a good black card, also a Brightwood Tracker, which is a decent green card. I think I'm going to take the Gift here. I think it just opens up a lot of possibilities. And we already have a card that's pretty good to splash, and maybe we end up splashing the Reef, too. I don't know, but I think I like Gift there. Okay, well, here I think I'm going to have to take Reduced to Ashes, which isn't the worst thing to splash anyway. Thornwood Falls would help our mana a little bit. Yeah. That Legendary is Mythic Rare, so we can't really count on getting the double Enter the Battlefield abilities, but that would be cool. I think I'm going to take Reduce here. See what happens. Okay, here we're going to take a Thicket Crasher. It's a pretty easy pick. Here we're going to take Lavakin Brawler. So, yeah. I mean, it's not clear. We're ending up in Elementals again. We'll see if we do better this time. It's not clear exactly where we'll end up. Here we'll take a Diamond Knight. Feral Invocation or Growth Cycle? Which do I like more? I think I like Feral Invocation a little more. So maybe we're splashing Risen Reef. That's kind of what it's looking like now. Gonna add back-to-back growth cycles. I think here we'll take the Raptor. Sanitarium Skeleton on the off chance we play black. Bird Grabber. Okay. Well, I like Shared Summons, but I think Howling Giant is really, really good in this format. I think you get to the point where you can play it all the time in this format so far. So, yeah, I think it's what we take here. Cloudkin Seer is really good. I may have talked myself out of it by starting to think about the dream of the green-blue deck that playing Cloudkin Seer after you play Risen Reef. Howling Giant is really good, but is it that much better than Cloudkin Seer? I don't know. I think they're pretty comparable, honestly. Now, green does look more likely that we play it, but like, you know, this guy's great late, this is great early. So I think I am going to take the Seer. Ooh. Does that lock us into blue? I mean, he's hard to cast, but Attempsis is pretty good. I think that does lock us into blue pretty clearly. We may splash Reduce. And we may splash Gravedigger. Depends how things go here. But yeah, we take Attempsis here for sure. Okay. Murder. Probably just Brineborn Cutthroat. It's not exciting, but it's better than Greenwood Sentinel or Prismite. Or any of these random red cards that aren't very good. Yeah. Another Thicket Crasher, I think, over Bone to Ash. It's another elemental payoff, and we do have a decent number of those already. Yeah. I like it more than, like, Metropolis, Sprite, Bone to Ash, Wolfkin Bond. I do like Spectral Sailor a lot, but do I like it more than Sleep Paralysis? Also, Rugged Highlands is probably in the conversation. Just as a, you know, help our fixing. Maybe it helps us splash Reduce to Ashes. But I think when we got Sleep Paralysis and Spectral Sailor, it's probably not really in the conversation. Pulse of Marasa is good, too. I'd probably take Pulse over the land as well. Yeah, our curve's not looking great. And Spectral Sailor can help us with that. But Sleep Paralysis is decent removal. I think I like the Sailor a little more, honestly. Yeah. I don't think we really want to play Healer of the Glade. Second draft of the day. Well, this back's not so good. Plummet, I guess, for our sideboard. Ooh, Frostlinks is good, though. Hello. Yes, please. Okay, I think we snatch up a Miscreant here and see if we can put together the dream of 4 of them. I think that's better than anything else here. Like, another Reduce is interesting. We do have a Lavakin Brawler, but we already have 1 Reduce, and splashing 2 is probably wishful thinking. Okay, so do we take an Anticipate or a good sideboard card? Probably the good sideboard card over Anticipate, yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll take a nice little Metropolis Sprite. We could use the 2-drop, so I don't hate seeing it there. The Fuddle probably doesn't make the cut, but, you know, you could do worse. Anticipate or Wolfkin Bond. I think I like the Bond a little more. Though it's not like our curve is awesome. And Anticipate kind of helps us find our way through a bad curve, so maybe I should take it. Yeah, we'll take Anticipate there. Prismite. Ripscale Predator. Alright, I think we probably take another Frostlinks here over Masterful Replication. I think this card's underrated. I think a lot of people think it's bad, and I don't really understand that logic. 6 mana to make 2/3/3s at instant speed isn't like awesome, but it's pretty good. But it's not as good as Frostlinks. I'm just pointing out that I've seen people say it's bad, period, and I'm like, what? Like, what? Sure, you're never going to do the second part, but who cares? I mean, the first part is a decent card that I think you play. I don't think you ever cut it, basically. And maybe in a really aggressive deck, just because of the curve, but yeah. Take a Frostlinks. Well, Moat Piranhas is a nice defensive creature. Unsummon's a nice way to interact that can really mess people up. I'd probably just take the Unsummon, I think, over Moat Piranhas. Swiftwater Cliff's another card that maybe helps us splash, but I'm not convinced we really need to splash. Yeah, Frostlinks is an elemental. Yeah, we'll take Unsummon. So we do need... We have some flyers, but I kind of feel like Mammoth Spider would be nice. Vorst Claw, not a bad thing to have at the top of our curve, you know, along with the Tempsis, though. It's just a big elemental. We do have 2 Thicket Crashers. I think at this point, we'll just move the cards that we might splash to our sideboard. Cerulean Drake's not bad either. I could splash for the Eagle, but I don't feel like we have enough flyers at this point. We have some, but not enough. Vorst Claw or Mammoth Spider or Cerulean Drake. They all have different purposes that are good. I kind of think we need a Mammoth Spider. Ooh. Oh, this is a hard pick. Thicket Crasher or Rabid Bite? I think it's another Rabid Bite, though. I think Rabid Bite comes out ahead. The removal is nice. Yeah, Moldavine Reclamation might be fun to splash, but I think we just take a Ferocious Pup. We have a lot of Enter the Battlefield triggers. It would be pretty nice to find a way to abuse them. Okay, another Frostlinks for sure. We're up to 3 of those bad boys. Not sad about that. You know, Sedge Scorpion is what we'll take here. Okay, so I think our curve has become a little better. Gift of Paradise. I don't think we're even going to play the other one. Like, so I think I'm going to take Wolfkin Bond over it. We already have 1, and yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll take the Bond. I guess another Invocation, though. I don't really plan on... I may not even play the first one. Growth Cycle. I don't like Convolute. I'm basically never going to play it, so I don't want to take it, J-Dorfer. It's too situational. All counterspells are situational, but it's even more situational. And it costs, you know, 3-mana counterspells are hard to make work unless they counter a lot of the time, and it just won't. So I don't think we probably play Diamond Knight or Anvil Rot Raptor. And we don't play Gift of Paradise. Yeah, I mean, Gift of Paradise might make it a little easier to play a Tempsis, but I wish we'd gotten more Risen Reefs. I was kind of hoping we would, but 1's pretty good. Yeah, I think we hold on to the Invocation. I think it seems all right here. Right, I will be right back, and yeah, I don't think blue should always have a counterspell if it's not Bone to Ash in this format. So yeah, I'll be right back. Counterspells, J-Dorfer, are hard to be good and limited because there's too many ways to play around them. You have to leave mana up for them. They're just too situational. I mean, there are some that are good. We had No Escape in the last set. And Bone to Ash is good because it's always a 2-for-1. But apart from that, I think it's hard for a counterspell, like for Convolute to be something I ever want to play, basically. Right, let's see if we can do better than the 1 and 2 we put up in our last one. We had a good day yesterday. We went, it was only 2 drafts because it took forever, but we went 7 and 4. Yeah. I will play first. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I didn't take out the Miscreant. We're going to have to do that after this match. That was a mistake. Bone to Ash would be way too good at 3 mana. So we actually keep the Fairy Miscreant in our hand in this case. I think maybe we don't keep a Tempsis, sadly. Yeah. But we definitely don't want Fairy Miscreant in our deck. At 3 mana, Bone to Ash would become maybe Blue's best common. It would be close. Stupid Fairy Miscreant. Bone Dash might even see play, if it were 3 mana, it might even see play in, yeah, in Constructed. Yeah, we need to cut this stupid Miscreant. I did have one draft where I got 4 of them, and that was pretty sweet, but you're just not going to do that most of the time. Yeah, it's still a narrow counterspell, so maybe it would be a sideboard card in Constructed. But in Limited, I mean, yeah, it would be... Why did our opponent do that? I don't think they meant to do that. They meant to put it on their creature. Yeah, that's frustrating for them. Well, I'm glad we managed to win a game where we mulled to 6 and it was not looking pretty. So yeah, and we have freaking Fairy Miscreant. It's not good. That's not good, man. Like, I'd rather have a Healer of the Glade. Maybe even a Plummet main board. So... Growth Cycle, Plummet. One of these random artifacts. Thank you for the follow. Licky Kiki, maybe? We don't have that good of playables, but I don't necessarily think they mistook it for pacifism. I think they meant to target my creature by tapping it down. They didn't have a lot of other things they could do. I mean, it could have been pacifism, sure, but I'm not convinced that it is I guess what I'm saying. Mainboard Plummet. Yeah, sure. I mean, at least against them, it's probably worth bringing in anyway, even if I don't want it mainboard against other people. I definitely want to side it in here. And our crappy Miscreant is an easy thing to side out. This looks decent. I want to use Unsummon on that. Yeah, I think I will. We can kind of make up for the card disadvantage. Miscreant is nice if you can get 4 more. I've been pretty happy with it, at least once in this format where I did that. So if all they do is replay the Denizen, yeah, I mean, that's no big deal. Alright, so we're going to attack. Hopefully they don't have an unsummon. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would kind of suck. So they're going to try to mill us out, I guess. I don't imagine they'll do it quickly enough. I could be wrong. For sure, but... doesn't seem super probable. I'm a little annoyed that they have 2 mana ups. Oh, yeah. Pay your blue mana. Now I'm not worried. I was worried they might have unsummon, which would mean that trying to, like, Feral Invocation or Rabid Bite anything would be kind of dangerous. But as is... I think we just attack, yeah. See what happens with the attack. Okay, they're just going to take it. Which isn't too much of a shocker, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just do the 6. Then I think I'm going to Rabid Bite one of these guys. 1 fewer blocker will be nice on a future turn. And then we'll play our own Metropolis Sprite. Hello, Nate. I'm not too worried about their plan to mill just because we have so much, we can just do so much damage to them at this point that I don't think we need to worry about it. So the question is here, do I just slap Wolfkin Bond on like Metropolis Sprite? Because it does get better when you put something like Wolfkin Bond on it. But I'd like to have Feral Invocation up in case they decide to block one way or another, I guess. So we're just going to attack with everything. I'm enjoying the format so far. Yep, the Seer does have Trample. It's true. That's true. Yeah, and I think we're going to do this. They only have 1 white mana. Sometimes you got to pick your spots, you know. We could have done 1 more damage, I guess, but I can anticipate at the end of their turn. We're not up to our 60% win percentage yet, so clearly we haven't, like, solved the format just yet, but... Alright, well, Wolfkin Bond will make that not that much of an issue. We're just gonna go all in on Cloudkin Seer. That's our plan. Anticipate. Ooh, yeah, okay. Well, now we don't need to do that. We can just put Sleep Paralysis. Wow. I think we may as well use Plummet because we have a target for it, and we're just not always going to have a target for it. I feel like the elemental color pairs are pretty strong, as is the flying deck. I think those two seem the strongest so far. So can I just win here if I play Sleep Paralysis? Yeah, I could have. Alright, so we win our first match. We did in our last draft too, though, and finished 1 and 2, so... You know. But yeah, it is pretty early. And like I said, you know, I'm not doing amazing in this format just yet, so I don't have like a fully formed opinion on it just yet. I feel like I'm more of an authority if I can get to 60% win percentage usually. Oh god, we forgot about it. God, I'm stupid. This is a keep, but An annoying one. Everybody remind me to fix that. Wow, well, okay. Fairy Miscreant was upset about how I was talking about it, I guess. You know, if I can trade a card for Fairy Miscreant, I feel pretty good about it, because Fairy Miscreant's pretty crappy in our deck, and in a deck that doesn't have enough ways of doing other things. Look out for the 1/1s, everybody. That card's so obnoxious. Can't attack alone. Do I trade for both of these if they attack me here? I kind of think I do. Yeah. Deal. A 1-mana 1/1 flyer is pretty bad, if that's all it is. Mostly because it gets quickly outclassed. I'm not hating on it, man. It's not a good card in limited 99% of the time. Unless you have a bunch of flying payoffs or you have 4 of them to take advantage of the card draw. Attack into my Netcaster Spider. It doesn't have reach. I swear. Yeah, Mammoth Spider's pretty nice. Netcaster is too. They gave green a lot of reach tools, I think because there's so many flyers in this set. Our opponent is trading quite aggressively. I think we need to kill this Executioner while we can here. Its ability to be removal later is a problem, and we can deal with it right now, so... We do need more mana at some point, but... It's just hard for a 1-mana 1/1 flyer to be worth a card, J-Dorfer. It's just like... It gets outclassed rapidly, and once it does, it may as well not be on the battlefield, basically. Alright, I think we can start racing now. Yeah, let's get in there with the Netcaster Spider. And then play Thicket Crasher. And Fairy Miscreant is a flying man who does something, but it really doesn't do anything unless you get to like 4 ways to use it. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. I think we just take it though. And you know what? We'll just throw Ferocious Pup in front of something. Well, I think I attack with my Thicket Crasher. We're cool with that trade. Spider City. Maybe I should have attacked with both. Three, 5, 6. Wolfkin Bond on Mammoth Spider is looking kind of appealing. Kind of think that's what I'm leaning towards here, yeah. That is a even more Mammoth Spider now. Are they gonna block for real? Probably means they have a trick, I guess. No, they're just scared of taking 5. I'm cool with that. See if they have a kill tapped creature card. right here. Nope, but they do have that. That hurts a little bit. Vampire. I wonder if they have Sorin. You know, playing Barony Vampires makes me feel like they might. Yeah, I think I'm going to Sleep Paralysis the Scourger and just attack with both here. Wow, they are blocking kind of crazy. I'm not hating it because it's giving us an advantage, but it makes me wonder if they have something crazy to do with their graveyard, like that Abomination dude who gets +1/+1. Oh, not that Abomination. That wasn't the one I was talking about. All right, so we're gonna. Oh, we'll wait till past the end of combat. Oh, yeah, then we'll unsummon this. Attack for 7 again. Okay, now we just need to draw one of our 3 Frost Lynxes. That would be really good. Yeah, they're protecting their life total real aggressively. I think we still attack with Mammoth Spider into this thing. Interesting. Well, we're going to attack with our Mammoth Spider. Maybe they have a Johnny? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They do have a lot of ways to gain life. Or a few, anyway. Come on, one of our 3 Frost Lynxes. Hook us up. Okay. Yep, I think I feel fine about attacking with our Mammoth Spider here. If they want to trade. Because of Spectral Sailor, we're actually in pretty good shape for the long game now. So we'll be able to, yeah, start drawing 2 cards a turn potentially. They must have life gain payoffs. I mean, there aren't a lot of them in this set, but there are some. They just like having a high life total, I think. That's the impression I'm getting. Well, there's a Frost Lynx. Does Frost Lynx really seem worth it here? I actually think drawing another card is going to be a little more valuable. Yeah. I might be able to kill it now, but I think we've already gotten so much value out of it that I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, and they went after my spider. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's why I'm holding on to the Lynx. I think that's a good plan. They have made this game go very long with all their life gain. That's for sure. Okay, well, we're going to attack. I think we can just really hang back, honestly. Oh yeah, that has flash, doesn't it? Oh well. I think we're still just going to hang back, use Frost Lynx if something problematic happens, and just keep drawing cards. Like, we can draw 2 cards with Spectral Sailor right now. So, we're kind of in business. And we're also going to take 1. Moment of Triumph. Yeah, I guess that's my excuse. Might as well play, yeah. Alright, so. We're going to deck ourselves because it gained so much life. Just kidding. I don't think that's going to happen. They're definitely... That is not what you should be killing in this situation, I don't think. Maybe that's just me. Alright, I think with all the extra cards we have now, I am just going to play Frostlinks here. And end our turn. If they play a creature here, we can play another Frostlinks. Alright. Ooh. Because we haven't been drawing enough cards already, you know? Sure. Yeah, so... So this time, I think we do want to hold on to our Frostlinks. Do we want to Rabid Bite this? Because we can. It's not like we have any big creatures, so maybe I just do. Get one blocker out of the way? Sure. Okay. Well, their deck is interesting. I'm gonna guess they're probably a more recent player. Unless they have like 5 copies of all the life gain, like 5 cards that are life gain payoffs, including like a Johnny. I don't really see what they're doing. They are playing black. They played Murder. I don't know if that's quite enough. But we do want to cut our Fairy Miscreant, and, yeah, probably just bring in Plummet again. I need to not play, you know, we can say he's not astute, but I'm also playing a single Fairy Miscreant in my deck. So, you know. What do I know? I need to remember to good game people. I forget to do it. My thought about bringing in the flying, is I feel like it's very likely they have the white payoff for gaining life, that's an angel, and the black payoff for gaining life, that's a vampire. And we did see enough flyers anyway, but I think they've got at least one copy of each of those. There's got to be some reason they went all in on this life gain strategy. And 2 of the life gain payoffs, the main life gain payoffs in this set, are flyers, so. Maybe we just mulligan to 6 by having Plummet. Who knows? They mulligan to 6 for real, so. There's a target for Plummet. It's not an awesome one, but it does mean Plummet will do something. Now, Fairy Miscreant could have done the same thing. That's going to hurt a little bit, because we can't do anything about it right away. So yeah, we're going to take 2 this turn. Then it's Frostlink's time, probably. We'll plummet the Pegasus. Oh, never mind. There's the card that I was thinking they might have, and they do have it, so we'll just take the 4. Well, it would have been 2 if I had killed Loyal Pegasus, but yeah, I didn't. So we play Frostlinks and tap down the ace because the Pegasus can't attack alone, so... I think we'd rather play Ferocious Pup here, but we're kind of in trouble, actually. I mean, we're going to take a decent hit in the sky here. I guess we're going to attack with Frostlinks. I should have done that already. I mean, if they decide they're going to be blocking stuff again, that's going to give us an edge, and it looks like that's what they're going to do, which... Okay. Can't block alone, actually, so they probably won't block. Will they? Yeah, they won't. Yeah, this time they are getting a nice aggressive start that's a little scary for us, especially if we can't hit a 4th land here. I mean, they can hit us pretty freaking hard right here. Yeah, so... I'm going to block the Fencing Ace. Yeah. There's a 4th land, so Thicket Crasher will help a little. We do have Sleep Paralysis, too. They can also kill our Thicket Crasher, it's worth noting, with their Hanged Executioner, which would not be good news for us, I don't think. We need our spiders, yeah, so they're going to kill our Thicket Crasher. That doesn't mean I can trade for Moorland Inquisitor, which I don't hate, yeah. So we will trade. And we'll play Thicket Crasher and Sedge Scorpion here. I might have to Sleep Paralysis something at some point. Ooh. Now we're just dead. Yeah, they got us there. The flying aggro was too much, and they got exact lethal. So what are you gonna do? We got run over there for sure. Yeah, I mean, Plummet's going to be better than Fairy Miscreant, even against X1 flyers and stuff, so... We just need to get those spiders. We need some spiders. No, I'm not adding Fairy Miscreant, J-Dorfer. And you seem to be really fixated on it, but... And it is good against Loyal Pegasus, I guess. Okay, this is a good hand. I think the kind of hand that will keep us from getting run over by flyers early, like we did last time. Okay. Question is, would I rather flash in Brineborn Cutthroat at the end of their turn? It also gives me the option to unsummon something. Yeah, we'll play the Sprite. Once we unsummon something, this does get bigger. If we do it on our opponent's turn anyway. Okay. Well, now I think we just attack. And we're not going to pump it because we'd like to flash in our Brineborn Cutthroat, and we only have 1 blue mana, so... We'll just do 1 and end our turn. Alright, flash in the Cutthroat. Yep, I think we just want to... We need to leave up our blues, sadly, so we're not going to do more with Metropolis Sprite, but I think it's okay that we're not. Because we really want to unsummon something. I mean, and if we don't get to unsummon something, it's not a big deal either, but chances are good that we do, I think. No? Okay. Well, now that we have a 5th land and another blue mana, but I think we probably just play Mammoth Spider this time, instead of trying to be cute with unsummon. Play the big boy. The spider we wanted. Yeah, we have so many ways to just out-tempo them in our hand that, especially because I haven't played a card yet, a creature yet, that I think they're in trouble. Yeah, so I'm going to go Frostlinks. So that's the other life gain payoff, I guess. We'll anticipate at the end of their turn. Okay. So that should 3, 5, 7, 8. Guess we don't quite have lethal, but we're going to anticipate. Yeah, trample doesn't do us a whole lot of good, but it is yeah, it is what we take. It's a big creature, so hard to be upset about it. All right, so sleep paralysis on Dawning Angel. And do I unsummon that vampire? Or do I just let something die here? I think it's going to be better to just unsummon Epicure of Blood again. So yeah, I'm just going to attack with everything. Probably blocks my spider. Yeah, so 3, 5, 6, yeah. So... yeah, hopefully I don't have another Dawning Angel. That would get a little annoying, to say the least. If they're just like Dawning Angel. Gain a bunch of life again. Oh, man. Okay, I guess I could have bounced Epicure of Blood in response, but... yeah, that's kind of a problem. They're kind of stabilizing. Ooh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. Four, 6. So we can do up to 8. Let's just take this. Nah, we're gonna bounce this guy. Yeah. All right. So attack with everything. Makes sense. So pump this once. Let's hope they just replay the Epicure. That's my hope here. Yeah, that first game, they just didn't get any of their life gain payoffs. These other games they have. So their deck makes a little more sense now. Come on. Where's the Timely Frostlinks when you need it? Okay, so... So if all they can do is play an expensive creature here, which is what I'm hoping they can do, as long as it's not another Dawning Angel, that should get us there, probably. Yeah, Epicure of Blood. Huh. Got 4 attackers. It should be lethal, unless they have something to really get me, but I think I just gotta go for it. Nope, got there. So 2-0 starts good. That's already better than we did in the first draft on today's stream. All right. Yeah, I really should edit together someday. It would take a lot of effort, but all the times I've called out cards and they went, and then my opponent played the exact card and destroyed me, because it seems to happen a lot. Play first. Ooh. This is the kind of hand where if we draw more lands, we're in a lot of trouble, but I think it's keepable, if only because we can trade early with Sedge Scorpion. I just don't think a 6-card hand has a great... I mean, we have all our mana, and that's nice. Man, maybe I should go to 6. Maybe I should go to 6. I'm going to go to 6. Are you serious right now? Okay. All right, this 5 is actually quite good, so... Okay, we can actually curve out 1, 2, 3, which is kind of nuts. So I do think we're going to have to chuck a Forest to the bottom and a Mammoth Spider to the bottom. But man, that was rough. Mulligan decisions, man. Hindsight's 20/20, but I think going to 6 had a good probability of being good. It just wasn't. So we really need to hit that 3rd land and then play Thicket Crasher and just like go crazy. That's the dream here. We did it. Yeah, I'm okay with trading my Cutthroat, honestly. Don't want to show them that we're Risen Reefing until I have to. Like, yeah. So, Risen Reef. We really need to draw a 4th card. A 4th land, that is. My cat wants me to as well. 4th land. Oh, we forgot about Fairy Miscreant again, you guys. You're letting me down. even though, you know, it's my problem. This is not good. Okay, now it is. It's better anyway. Kapow. Thicket Crasher. Take action. So we're only one away from a Tempsis. So that's cool. Risen Reef is the only reason we're actually in this game. So, yeah. I mean, I definitely block with Sedge Scorpion here. Ooh. Oh well, all right. So Fairy Miscreant for the win. Maybe that's really a thing. So I'm gonna offer up the trade for my Risen Reef here. Yeah. We don't really want theirs to go crazy either. So. That even stonewalls our friend Tempsis here. My cat's playing like crazy. Okay, so we hold on to this land because we want to use Tempsis' ability. We just end our turn. Thanks for the follow, Tower of Tandil. I think I'm just going to take 5 from this Silverback Shaman right here. Feels good. They have a lot of Silverback Shamans, which I don't blame them for. The card's pretty sweet. Ooh. That was pretty good. So we can kill one of the Shamans, which I think is probably worth it. It is a 2-for-1, of course, but I think it's still probably worth it. Now the question is, do I want to leave up mana to draw more cards? Or is it going to be better... My cat is very vocal. Glad you enjoy the content, Tower of Tandil. I think we'd rather draw 2 cards, honestly. Tuki, come here. Come here. You can't roll around on the floor. I can't interact with you if you do that right now. I don't know if you understand that, but you should. I think I'm going to take 5 again. To the face. Yeah. Well, there's one artifact. Uh-oh. Okay, now they're going a little too wide. I'm a little scared. Ooh, Frostlinks is a lifesaver. Yeah, so I think we discard the pup. Double Frostlinks is even more of a lifesaver. Okay, so Frostlinks. Tap down the Shaman. Frostlinks again, tap down Spider and attack. Yeah. If only I still had my Risen Reef. So, yeah, I think I attack with the Tempsis here. Maybe attack with both flyers. Is that crazy? I don't think it's crazy. Let's do it. Decline. Thank you for the follow, Gabriel Presley, 90. Okay, so there's such a good chance they have a trick here. It's kind of tempting to try to leave stuff back, but yeah, we're gonna block the Woodland Champion. Chuki, come here. And your life will be better, I promise. Maybe. But you won't come here, so. So, man, if I had not blocked, I would have had lethal, potentially. Okay. Well, I think we can get away. Can we get away with cracking in again with both our flyers? And then play Thicket Crasher, Metropolis Lynx, Metropolis Sprite. I think we can. Block the big Trampler with Thicket Crasher, take 2 from it. Block the other big creature with Metropolis Sprite. I can't attack with everything, but I think, yeah, they could have Growth Cycle for sure. But, oh my god, my cat. I did not have lethal. Nope, didn't have lethal. These are 1/2s, so trample wouldn't have mattered. I have lethal next turn, if that's what you mean. Oh my gosh. Come here. You've never had this, extreme of a reaction before, Tuki. So yeah, if they have Growth Cycle, we're pretty dead, but apart from that... Man, if Sanitarium Skeleton was a 2/1, he would be busted. Like, that's just so much better than a 1/2. It wouldn't be busted, but it'd be a great card. Come here. I'm gonna have to let her go somewhere else in the house after I do this, I guess. Except what she'll do is she'll go in the... I'll let her out of this room, and then I need to close the door because my fiance is still sleeping, and then she'll want back in the room. Because that is how she rolls. So, I think I'm going to triple block this Silverback Shaman to be safe. Because I can win with any of these 3 flyers getting through for lethal. So I think that's the best move here. Yeah. They could have a trick. And I don't really want to deal with that. They could have removal. Don't really want to deal with that. I need to keep these 3 flyers. Okay. Do they have a way to stop our 3 flyers? Doesn't look like it. That is pretty cool, though. Uh-oh, they still have 3 mana. All right. What she wants is all the doors to be open to her at all times, my cat. Oh, whoops. We almost didn't attack with our Miscreant. That would have been hilarious. All right, what do you got, buddy? Do you have a way to stop all 3 of these flyers? I hope you don't. That's what it comes down to, really. We got there. Just barely snuck it by. Okay, so they have an Attempsis. They probably have other flyers too. Might be another time to bring in Plummet. We definitely don't want our Miscreant, even though it worked out there. It only worked out because we had to use a whole other card on it. Maybe Gross. Nah. Oh, they also are blue. I probably want to bring in Veil of Summer as well. And then maybe I bring in Plummet. And cut. Like a Ferocious Pup. Yeah, seems good. All right, I'll be right back. Well, actually, maybe she just settled. Are you going to settle here? Actually within my reach? Okay, we'll try to let her settle. Yeah, that works. We mulled the 5 there. Risen Reef really bailed us out. I took out the Miscreant, didn't I? That's what I meant to take out. Did I take out something else? The fact we've gotten our Miscreant on turn 1, like every time we've had it in, has been kind of nice because, you know, that's when it's going to be at its best. It's going to be horrible most other stages of the game. I need to remember to take it out for good, though, after this match. Yeah. Dang. They got to Risen Reef first this time. Aha! I'm greedy enough that I'm going to play Risen Reef first and then Frostlinks and stuff on later turns. I think I gave it a B- Risen Reef. I still don't know. I mean, guess you probably do first pick it because it's so snowball-y, but if we're allowed to keep our Reef in play, this is going to be pretty sweet. Okay. So, I think we need to kill their Risen Reef, but we're also going to play Frostlinks. And then, yeah, we're gonna Rabid Bite. And we won't attack. It does have horrible stats, but it's just like, no matter what, your opponent, the best that your opponent can do is get 2 for 1. Like, so I probably should have had it even higher. What I definitely didn't see is that in Constructed, that it would be such a force. Yeah, we're just going to take 3. We're in a good position to win the long game here, even with that nonsense happening. Unless they disfigure our Risen Reef, then we might be in trouble. Oh, they didn't disfigure it, but that's not nice. So we have 7 mana. So we Sleep Paralysis one of these bad boys. And I think we Frostlinks the other one. And we'll attack for 4. We're basically just prepared to take 3 on the backswing. I mean, it's a 3-mana Elvish Visionary with, like, way more upside than Elvish Visionary is, I think, a good way to describe it. Got a lot of mana over there. Okay, so I have 7 mana. Yeah, I think we want to play a Tempsis. So I think I double block Silverback Shaman with my Frostlinkses. It's kind of a 2 for 1, but it's kind of not because we got a bunch of value out of Frostlinks as is. Also, Sideline gets rid of their best creature, which definitely matters. Okay, so we're going to play Mammoth Spider here. You cost 3, right? Yeah. Just play Mammoth Spider. We can also Leave up Feral Invocation. Leave up this ability and Feral Invocation. Seems like a plan. Yep, it can get past the spider. It's true. Okay. Fine then. Kill my poor spider. Interesting. I think we're just going to take it. I think they're just trying to sneak in a damage, but I don't think it's worth the risk of doing anything else. I think we kind of want to keep... I think we want to lose the Cutthroat, funnily enough. Yeah. Okay, so... I think I'm going to attack here with Attempsis. And then play these other creatures if my opponent just takes it. That works. Yeah, and then we'll just empty our hand. Except we'll hold on to this land, actually. Because, yeah, we're going to be wanting to use this ability. Maybe. Probably going to be a little more on the offensive now with it actually as a 6/7. Maybe about to die, actually. Yep. Nice. Nice job, opponent. That was mean. Looks like we still have the advantage, though. I don't really want to attack with my Sedge Scorpion. I'm just going to attack for 2 here. They have so much mana. I'm kind of scared of what they might do with it. Okay. I mean, they're just going to block and get it back, but we're kind of okay with that. Play another flyer here. We don't want them to draw their Attempsis. Ooh. So we're going to have to go after them in the sky now for sure, because they're going to gain so much advantage on the ground if we start trying to attack. And the problem is they can actually also, on the ground, you know, they can just attack with that skeleton every turn and really threaten us annoyingly. Thicket Crasher does give us another big guy, and that's nice. Helps us win the race, that's for sure. Oh, they're looking at their graveyard. That's not good news. Yeah, Soul Salvage, not good news at all. This is going to be a hard one to win in the long run. They've basically dealt with our best cards, which isn't good news for us. Ooh, we do have that guy, though. That will help even things out in terms of our race here. In terms of card advantage, I mean. We actually want to play this land now, too. Actually, we should just do this now. There's no point in being cute because we could actually draw something we could do something with. Okay, not so much. But it was worth doing. Yeah, he's got a Tempsis somewhere in his library. We have Plummet somewhere in ours, but yeah. All right, so now they're doing this nonsense. So we kind of have to block at least the Silverback Shaman. I think I'm going to do it with Thicket Crasher. And we're going to block here too. I mean, yeah, they'll draw a card and whatnot, but it's whatever. We get to draw 3 cards. That's nasty. We're drawing a lot of cards too, but yeah, it's... Good lord. That's what we were hoping for. Their draws have been a lot juicier than ours. We did have pretty good spell density early in the game, though. I mean, just look at our graveyard. So we kind of... This makes sense that it's happened, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This sucks. We're way too low of life. I guess we're just gonna chump block and hope they can't kill us. I think that's our best bet here. If they have a kill spell, that would be bad, but okay. We got a 1. What do we have left in our deck that can really help us, though, honestly, at this point? I feel like not a lot. Plummet's not terrible. Rabid Bite can kill anything because of Sedge Scorpion, though. And I think that's probably what we want to do. Yeah, we're going to, like, deck ourselves before we kill them, probably. Alright, so we're going to go Rabid Bite. We still have to draw things, like, perfectly here to survive anyway, but... All that's left in our deck are lands, clearly. Yeah, that means we're dead. Alright. Draft's going pretty good, Peacemaker Core. We're 2-0 overall and 1-1 in this match. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we've already changed what we need to change. Man. How risky of a keep is this? No, I had no way I could deck them. They had like 10 cards left. Yeah, I know it's forced, but there was no way for me to deck them. They had too many cards. God, if I hit an island, this hand is so fine. So good, even. Oh man, risky. We have a Tempsis. That's probably our bombiest thing. I have to mulligan this. It's too risky. That is much better, so I'm happy I did it. What do I put on the bottom? Maybe anticipate? Maybe anticipate. Yeah, it's probably anticipate. It can help us find green mana, but you know, I think holding on to Rabid Bite's better, and I think holding on to 3 islands is better, especially because Cloudkins here can also help us find what we, you know, a land. Hey, there's a Tempsis. No reason to take that damage there with the mana they had up. I mean, if they had Disfigure, they could kill my creature anyway, so... There's a forest. Makes me feel a little better. This time, we do take the skeleton. So... yeah, I think we just attack and pump Metropolis Sprite and then play Sedge Scorpion. We can obviously Rabid Bite the Loaming Shaman, potentially, in the future. Feral Invocation on Sprite can be nice, too, because it can pump its power even more. But, yeah. Do I just block the Loaming Shaman? I don't think so. I think I just let them hit me for 4 here. Sedge Scorpion's just so nice with Rabid Bite. Like, if they tap out for a creature here, like that. Although... we could just use Feral Invocation instead. We can actually use both, potentially, here. Yeah, so I think I attack with both of these. And then slap Feral Invocation on whatever that raptor blocks. If nothing blocks... probably Rabid Bite the raptor now, because we need to try to win in the sky. So, okay, nothing blocked. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and just do this. And then, yeah, Rabid Bite. And end our turn. I think there are, I mean, probably not infinite top 10 lists, Nate Fennelly, but I think it's probably mathematically impossible for me to do, like, all of them. So, yeah, we'll take 4. There's just so many different top 10s possibilities out there. Man, we should have thought about when they get to 5, they're going to be playing freaking Silverback Shaman and making us sad. So... play Thicket Crasher. I go to mtgtop8.com, which has all of like the historical deck lists. It takes a ton of work, but it does do the job. I'm just gonna take 8 here. Ooh. Can we win the game now? so we attack for 4 in the air. That gets you to 3 toughness. We also have trample on the ground. It's close with Feral Invocation. So if I put Invocation on Metropolis Sprite, I have revisited a couple of them already, Nate, and yeah, I probably will revisit others from like 2016, 2017. So this becomes a 3/4, and then we can pump its power to 5. Yes. So that's 5, 7 in the air. If we trample at all, we have lethal. But we're dead. I mean, I think it's what we have to do because we're pretty much dead on the backswing to 3 tramplers. So we have to hope they take damage in such a way here that we get to do lethal. I think that's our best hope here. All right. Yeah, that's not going to work out, is it? So if I instead decide to play, if I use Brineborn Cutthroat and then put Feral Invocation on it to trade with this, I think we actually have a better chance. Oh, except we're still dead to Loaming Shaman. Man, I think they blocked the smart way. What if I put Feral Invocation here? He tramples for 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't quite do it. We're just gonna... We definitely don't want to tap our mana that way, Feral Invocation. Brine plus Feral. Plus Feral? Brine? What? Oh, Brinebone Cutthroat plus Feral Invocation. It won't save me because they have 2 tramplers. And they have another 3 damage creature. So the only way... We can't win, basically. Unless I'm off here somehow on the math, but I don't think I am. We almost got there. If they'd blocked a little bit differently, we would have had lethal. And that was really our only hope, sadly. Now we're dead on the backswing, so... We needed them to block less defensively. It was the only way we could win there. We took too much damage early, but that's also why we almost killed them, so I think I'm okay with that. My cat did finally settle. Man, we have had some rough times with the mulliganing. Oh, this is a decent hand. I mean, it's slow, but we're going first, so I think we can afford to keep it. I honestly think we want to keep the lands, and I'll probably get rid of Wolfkin Bond. Let's get a Risen Reef here. Rapid Bite's a painful draw when you have no way to fight anything. It'll come in handy later, hopefully. Well, now we've got all the blue mana we could ever want for... yeah, we'll be able to play a Tempest on turn 6. I don't see any reason to Sleep Paralysis here, so I won't. I'll probably Sleep Paralysis that. Oh, they forgot to attack me. Nice. Honestly, I don't really need to Sleep Paralysis anything yet. They haven't pressured us at all, despite the fact we haven't played anything. Some of that's because they've had mana issues, so I think we just hold on to Sleep Paralysis for something that's a bigger problem. Pretty shocked to be at 20 after not playing any spells so far, but... Okay, well, he's getting to be a little scary, isn't he? Not at 20 anymore, but yeah, I think our plan here is to play a Tempsis and hope that works out. The only good news is if it doesn't, we can go Mammoth Spider, Rabid Bite next turn. So... yeah. That doesn't quite kill us, interestingly. Puts us at 1, which is close enough, probably, but... Okay, can we find a way to survive here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I think we can, actually. So I think we Rabid Bite that Diamond Knight. Just hope they don't have another Overcome. Yeah, basically, it's what we have to do. Yeah, play Mammoth Spider. Lots of things kill us here, but they only have green mana right now, so there aren't as many things that can just like kill us on the spot because they don't have a lot of removal that can kill our large creatures. It does look like we may have stabilized. I think we're just going to end our turn and use a Tempsis' ability. We got to outcard our opponent. I mean, I could play Sleep Paralysis here, and maybe it increases our chances a little. Yeah, maybe that is just the best bet, actually. Nah, we're good. We're good. We're going to hold on to it. I think our Cloudkin Seer is pretty expendable. Okay, well, we're going to have to block all of them. So, I think we do this. So, +3/+3 is the stats boost they might get, but I think that's okay. What do you got? Okay, well that is not a huge deal. Especially because we kill their other two creatures, and then we'll be drawing cards at the end of their turn, and we can Sleep Paralysis the Spider. These kind of games where you have to tightrope at 1 life are scary. Okay, well, that's not good. But that helps. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go Sleep Paralysis, Thicket Crasher, can we survive? Yeah, probably so. Let's anticipate first. Man, if my mana hadn't been tapped the way it was, we could really be in business. I think I still play Risen Reef here. Crap. Now Frostlinks is going to be better. No attacks. Just because we know they have tricks, like, we're never going to be... I don't know when we're going to be able to attack. We'll have to go really wide on them to really have a chance. Okay, so now we can go Risen Reef. Gives us a Netcaster Spider. It's cool, it's cool. Play a Frost Lynx. Tap down Vorst Claw. Take action. So we've got 3 blockers. They're going to have... I mean, I think we can actually attack with Thicket Crasher now. Yeah, we're going to do it. Kapow. Yeah! Did some damage. This has been a fun game. These games where you have to be at 1 life are always stressful, but it has been a fun one. Well, I think Risen Reef's probably dead, if I had to guess. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. We can actually save it with Feral Invocation now, which is cool. But we are in a lot more trouble now. That much is clear. Yeah. Well, they didn't do it. Maybe they're going to do it on our turn, on their turn, I guess. Risen Reef just has so much more upside right now that I think we'd rather just block with Frost Lynx than with Risen Reef. Like, if we can draw things that let us, you know, do things, more elementals, essentially, then Risen Reef's going to go nuts, so... Alright, so I think we're going to use the Invocation to save it. Oh, they're gonna kill it anyway. Okay. 2 for 1. Another Frost Lynx, huh? How about that? Too bad we didn't still have Risen Reef. That means we can attack again. Got 16 cards left in our library. Second Thicket Crasher, huh? That's not good. That is bad news all around. We're gonna need a little bit of help here. Well, that is a little bit of help, isn't it? It could be a big comeback. I mean, I think we're still not favored to win. We've drawn all our Frost Lynxes, I think, so we can't hope to draw another one here to get us out of this. I guess if all they can do is play this, we do win, because all they have is 1 toughness on a blocker. I think that means we win, doesn't it? Because of trample? Yeah, I mean, they need something here to not die. We did it! We tight-roped at 1 life for like the whole game, and we got there. Thank God they weren't playing red. By the way, we forgot to take out Fairy Miscreant yet again. I'm sure people on YouTube especially are like, dude, how stupid are you? And the answer is pretty stupid. So here I think we do probably want Growth Cycle more than Plummet. Whew. That unsummon, like the Frostlinks isn't unsummons. Like, we got really lucky. Let's be real. All right, I think this is a keeper. It's not a great one. I'm definitely not one of the greatest players of all time, especially because I have a Fairy Miscreant in my deck. I like when Sedge Scorpion can be like, sup, Leafkin Druid. What are you gonna do? We had a lot of luck going our way. Yeah, they're probably pretty frustrated. That's probably true. I guess that's one reason to run Plummet, maybe. We'll play Frostlinks here. This time around, we're actually doing stuff on turns 1 through 5. Last game we didn't do anything until turn 6. We're not being that silly this time. Yeah, that's pretty gross. When you actually get to put stuff on something with your Overgrowth Elemental, you feel pretty good about it. I do think I want to attack with my Frostlinks here. Like, I'll trade for the Elemental or the Sedge Scorpion and feel okay about that, yeah. Yeah, they gain a life. Player Cloudkins here. And in return. We will take 2. And we'll enjoy it. Or something. Alright, so we're going to unsummon that. Tempo. Then... So they have a giant spider, so putting Wolfkin Bonner and Cloudkins here doesn't feel great. But I think it's alright. Maybe we wait. Maybe we wait to play a Tempest and then put the bond on it. Yeah, let's just do that, I guess. And we'll attack with these guys this time. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to take a sizable hit here, but if we can play a Tempest and not have a Tempest die, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. I mean, we went to 1 last game. We can survive anything, you know? Alright, so yeah, play a Tempest. No attacks. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Okay. So, we have 7 mana. Alright, so we attack with the Tempest here. Decline. They have the mana to start animating lands, so yeah, that's a thing. But having 2 flash creatures is pretty nice here, I think. Can our Attempts get us there? Crap baskets. Okay. Well, I'm not sure there's any way we can survive. We have 2, 3, 4 toughness, and they have 12, 15, 18. That's way too much damage. Yeah, we can't survive. Let's make sure they don't accidentally skip through their attacks or something. Yeah. And we don't need to show them these flash creatures. There's no reason to. Overcome is nasty. Pretty good in this format. Yeah, I still don't think Plummet looks like it belongs here. Solid hand. We can curve out even. Didn't have to mulligan or anything. It's always nice. Granted, the 3 things we're curving out with aren't exactly like world beaters, but they'll do some damage. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't do some damage. Yeah, so we'll just play our Sprite. I don't really want to trade my Sedge Scorpion for theirs. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to flash in Brineborn Cutthroat. So I'm going to do the extra damage here. Their deck is mono green, and they definitely have good reasons to be in it, namely that big elemental. That big, scary elemental. Okay, well that's kind of a problem, but... Attack. Attack me with your Scorpion. Oh, come on. Ooh, less of a problem when you can get 2 of your Frost Lynxes. Right, I say let's go all in here. That's not nice. Yeah, when you're green, you kind of have to run Vial of Dragonfire like as your removal. That's for sure. Okay. So. I wish they'd be more aggressive, but they know with all my Frost Lynxes, they probably shouldn't, I guess. Oh man, that was a good draw. Yeah, so we go Rabid Bite. Target a creature I don't control. And then we go Frost Lynx. Even the Ferocious Pup's gonna get in there. Okay. Have we gotten enough tempo that we can just win? I feel like we... maybe? We've gotten a lot of it. Yeah, the cat did eat the bird, it's true. The elemental cat. That bird can't have tasted very good, though. Made of metal. Okay, well, no reason to play that, actually. We will attack with these things. Hold on to that. Now, it would be some interesting symmetry if now we knock them to 2 and then they make an epic comeback, but let's hope they don't get that going. Okay, they didn't. Frostlynxes are wonderful. I'm glad we have 3 of them. Right, so we're at least going to break even here. Stream's going to end up going pretty late, but that's probably okay. I don't think I'm going to do any, like, real work today. For YouTube or otherwise. I will play first. Oh my god. At least we have Fairy Miscreant in our opening hand, but it is very frustrating that I'm as stupid as I am. And that chat isn't reminding me every time. Makes me feel a little less stupid that, you know, 50 people plus me are forgetting about it. They probably, like, actually have a reason to be playing Fairy Miscreant, unlike us. That's up or off the trade. You're not forgetting, you're just punishing me. Check in to see how long it takes for me to... Yeah, see, they've got a reason to play Fairy Miscreant right there. Once you have multiples, especially 4-ish or more, you're kind of in business. Okay, so we're going to take 1. Play our Brineborn Cutthroat. Interesting. So I think I attack with our Miscreant again. Yeah. If they just block, yeah, we just let that happen, I think, because I think our plan is going to be to play Feral Invocation on our Brineborn Cutthroat at the end of their turn, which will make it very large, very early. There's a chance we get blown out, but I think that's a good... I think it's worth the risk. Alright, so let's go for it. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. We can use Unsummon to make him even bigger if that's the right thing to do here. God, I love tempo decks. So there's a good chance they're holding up like, ooh, yeah. Holding up Bone to Ash or something. We can play around it pretty easily, so we will. We have a creature with Flash, for one thing. Alright, so we'll flash in our Sailor. That might get Bone to Ashed. But that's kind of okay. I mean, I would rather it didn't, but... Okay. Now we play Cloudkin Seer. Leave up Unsummon. That might get convoluted, yeah. I'm more okay with Convolute than Bone to Ash, that's for sure. So we're going to have lethal here if we can draw a land. They might also have gods, whatever, keep their creature from getting bounced, I guess. No. Haha. So I think we go Wolfkin Bond, Spectral Sailor. Yeah, that got us there. Alright, Fairy freaking Miscreant. And then we side in Plummet. They're blue-white. I mean, they've got to have other flyers. We just didn't... Well, we saw several, actually, so... I need to, like, get a Post-it note. I don't have a Post-it note, but I'm going to write down. Remove Miscreant on a piece of paper. And, stick it right over here by chat. So, I think that's what I'm reduced to here, because I keep forgetting. We've been real lucky. Like, the Miscreant has, you know... Getting it in your opening hand is the best time to get it. It's horrible basically any other time. So it's kind of worked out, but it's not going to keep working out. Ooh, man. I think on the draw, this is a keep. Yeah. Kind of have to hope we hit green mana, but... the Fairy Miscreant won me the game. I don't think it did. It was the Spectral Sailor that had the extra damage to win me the game. I guess the Miscreant did early damage or whatever, but... This is definitely a risky keep, but it's probably okay. They went down to 5. That makes me feel a little better. Were they not blue-white last game? Or were they white-red? Wow, that was pretty lucky. We wouldn't mind just drawing all lands. As long as one of them's an island from here, we're probably pretty good shape if that's what happens. No, they played Miscreant and they played Griffin Protector. So I think they must be splashing red, maybe for like flame, whatever it's called. Flame Sweep. Excuse me. Yeah, so we definitely play our Metropolis Sprite. You know, leaving mana up for Anticipate's cute and all, but Metropolis Sprite gives us the ability to potentially Rabid Bite things. So, you know, and Feral Invocation's also useless if we don't have a creature in play. Okay, so... we are going to attack for 2 here, hopefully. The scary thing is, like, I could counter shock with Feral Invocation. If I do this, I can't, but I think I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, Flame Sweep's pretty good against our deck. We'll Anticipate at the end of their turn. So we're going to Anticipate. So Frostlinks is going to be the most useful here. So we're going to pump her again. We now still have mana up for Feral Invocation, which is nice. Then we'll play Netcaster. We don't have it now, but... Yeah, limited decks can take a control approach relatively often, even. This deck is, you know, it's not exactly an aggro deck. Our deck isn't, mostly. It's like a tempo deck. Okay, so I think we go for a Rabid Bite here. And then we'll attack. Some formats do have better control decks. I mean, if you go and play Dominaria, for example, Sweetly, like every deck is like a slow, grindy, control-y type deck. This format has them, but they're not like the norm or anything. I think we're gonna go with... there's no reason to Frost Links, honestly. It just seems like I should hold on to that a little longer, maybe. Yeah, we'll just attack here. We may slap Feral Invocation on one of our things at the end of their turn, depending on what happens. We may do it now, depending on what happens. Yeah, so we'll do it now. Do they have an unsummon? Nope, but they do have a negate. That is a 2 for 2, which is acceptable. Alright, end our turn. Negate has kind of a cool animation for a random common counterspell. Alright, you can rumble now, but I can get you out of my way, so... Well, now I think we just play a Tempsis. See if they can do something about that. Although it can untap itself, it costs all of their mana at this point, so it wouldn't be... Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I'd probably Rabid Bite it, especially if they tap out. And they do. So yeah, I think we Rabid Bite, Fairy Miscreants. And then yeah, we'll just attack with a Tempsis and play Thicket Crasher. Netcaster Spider's sort of a free attack there, but... Well, Frostlink should do the job here. Even without Frostlinks, we should be able to do the job, but I think to be safe, I'm gonna Frostlinks. Yeah. That was a fast match, at least. Most of them have not been. All right. Alright, so this will be our last match one way or another. Whether we go 5-1 or 4-2. Actually, hold on just a second. I need to turn down my air conditioner. I'll be back. I will take out the fairy, finally. In our final match. It'll finally happen. I think main board I'd rather have growth cycle than these other options, yeah. It's an easy thing to side out for, like, other things. I don't think we need another invocation, I think. Nope, the fairy's finally out. We'll probably lose now. Looks pretty good. Some sort of go wide deck, probably. Probably another deck running Overcome and the like. Doing good on our lands. Hitting the drops that we want. If they can get another Ferocious Pup, that's kind of sweet for them. Didn't look like they did. Yeah, good. They didn't. Well, we just attack again. Then play our Thicket Crasher. Next turn we can Rabid Bite and Frost Links, which is pretty good. We'll just take 5 here. Yeah, that hurts a little, but... Yeah, the question now is it better? I think now we don't use Rabid Bite at all, probably. I think I'd probably go Frost Links. Oh, I could have played... No, I have to wait till next turn, yeah. Next turn I can play a Tempest. So tap that down. And then... I think we attack with this. Yeah, we attack with everything. Play our Sedge Scorpion, who we can use to Rabid Bite the Pattern Matcher if that's what we decide we need to do. And end our turn. That, I think, should be game. Yeah, so... Yeah. I feel like Frostlinks has been the MVP in our deck. I mean, I guess Attempts has been good. I've had some fun with Risen Reef, but most consistent, makes sense, right? We have 3 of them, has been Frostlinks. Do we want Veil of Summer? I don't think so. Huh. I think I mean, we can play Sedge Scorpion, kill anything with Rabid Bite, and then hope we don't draw more lands, but we're in trouble if we draw, like, 2 lands in our top 4 or 5 cards, I feel like. Yeah, I think I mulligan. Yeah, this is better. I think Mammoth Spider's gonna go to the bottom. We have the cheaper Spider. Not nearly as good of a hand as we had last game, but... do I offer a trade here with Sedge Scorpion? I think I do. Trading a 1 for a 2 is decent. Yeah, and if they don't do it at all, I'm okay with that too. End our turn. That's annoying. Luckily our Spider can block it, but obviously it's not something we want to ever unsummon. I think I'd still rather play the Spider for now. It's a pretty good thing to unsummon. Kind of thinking about attacking with Sedge Scorpion, and then if they block, like, using Growth Cycle. That doesn't seem terrible. I'm also okay with him taking 1. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and unsummon the Scuttlemutt. And end our turn. More land is nice. So we're going to attack with Sedge Scorpion again. Yep. Sneaking damage in. Now we get to play our Thicket Crasher, who's pretty nice with Growth Cycle if the opportunity presents itself. So, do I bother with Frostlinks here? I don't think so. I think I just attack with my Crasher. And really, probably my Scorpion too. Yeah. Do we just let that trade happen now? I kind of think we do. Yeah. And we'll just leave mana up for Spectral Sailor. Air Elemental. We'll just take 2. Not worth risking Netcaster Spider. Wonder what instant they have. a pretty good draw right there. May still just be better to attack with Thicket Crasher first. I think it is. Yeah, it could be Might of the Masses, that's true. All right. In that case, now we'll just Sleep Paralysis your Air Elemental. I might have Negate. It'd be great to be able to Frost Links and hold up Growth Cycle at some point. Fair enough. Spectral Sailor can run away with the game all on its own. I think we just take the 4. Yeah. If they want to race, I think we're kind of okay with it. Don't have another Cloudkins here, please. They have another Air Elemental. That's obnoxious. Okay, so I think we go Frost Links. Tap down this guy. And then I think we just attack with both our creatures. Yeah, we're gonna... So my cat left the room and now she wants back in the room, of course. She's had a nice stream. We can drop them to 1 here, but obviously 1 doesn't do it, so... We just drop them to the 1. I mean to 4. So, what do they do? Play Air Elemental? It's kind of obnoxious for sure. More than kind of, really. I hope that's all they can do, though. If it's all they can do, we got a pretty good chance. We still have pretty good attacks across the board, and if any creature gets in, it's lethal. Okay. Alright, attack with everything. They're tapped out. If anything gets through, they die. Unless they block Thicket Crasher exactly right, he tramples over for considerable damage. Okay, well, he can drop them to 1 on his own. Let's see how else they block. The plan may just be to play a Tempsis. If we give this +3/+3, it tramples over for lethal because of Thicket Crasher, right? 5. Yeah, they're tapped out. They do have Leafkin Druid, but chances aren't great they can do something. I think it's better to just go for it here. Oh, crap. They have something. Okay, well, I guess I'm okay with this. Maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, that was pretty gross. We can play a Tempsis next turn, but... We're at low life now. Yeah, they can attack us for 7 right here. Ooh. I think we may lose this one now, thanks to that. Do we have to rely on them just taking damage again to have a shot here? I think we do. There's no way they do, but If they make the mistake of doing so, we could win. Nah, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Why don't you give trample? Come on. Yeah, the fairy doing 1 damage. Yeah, that would have done it. I already drank my coffee. We're at near the end of the stream, Fairy Tales. I do have my coffee cup here still as evidence, but... Play first. Alright, I think we can keep this. Anticipate makes it manageable. If we have to use it to get a forest, we will. Did they gain a life with a land last game? I think they did, and obviously that made a difference. Well. I think we play Anticipate here, and try to hit a land drop. Man, it sucks to not have to get Risen Reef, not get Risen Reef, but I think we did the right thing. Well, we're going to attack and then play Netcaster Spider. Take that. We could have, like, tried to raise this thing's power and then Rabid Bit, but, they had too much mana up for that to be like a wise move on our part, I think. Okay, well, here I think we're going to... Yeah, we're going to Frost Links. Wonder if they have the scary werewolf or wolf. If they do, we lose. But not necessarily. We have ways to get rid of it. But if they played it right there, it would have been pretty nasty. That's for sure. Okay. Well, another Frost Links is a great draw there. I mean, a land would have been good too, but I'll take what I can get. Man, why do they have to have 2 air elementals and have to have searched them up more than once? That's just... It seems wrong to me. It seems wrong. Oh my god. Our inability to draw lands is frustrating, to say the least. So I think I am going to Rabid Bite the Woodland Champion in my second main phase here, if I'm allowed to anyway. Good thing we grabbed that forest with Anticipate and not Risen Reef greedily, because then we'd really be dead in the water. I guess double Rabid Bite isn't the worst plan to take down an air elemental, but... Okay. Well, the good news is... we don't lose anything either, other than a Rabid Bite. Look at all their mana, and look at all of ours. We've had some serious luck on our side throughout this draft, so, you know, it turns around eventually. It happens. Probably should have brought in Plummet. That was probably dumb not to, actually. So, yeah. We'll play Thicket Crasher here. Then we'll end our turn. Yeah. Netcaster Spider can kill one air elemental. And then maybe Rabid Bite. Oh. That's not good. We're just going to take it. I mean, if they have another growth thingamajig, so be it, you know? Okay. Alright, so we got to hope they can't do anything about this. If they can, we lose. Okay, they can't. We'll end our turn. Gross. Yeah, they got us this time. Most likely. Our Netcaster Spider will untap. Ooh. Yeah, that does it. Alright, well, 4 and 2. I don't think I've gotten to 5 in this format yet. In draft. I have gotten to 7 wins in sealed, or whatever the max number is. Yeah, so 4 and 2. That puts us at 5 and 3 for the day. Our first draft was 1 and 2, so. So 51, not 61, I wish. 51 and 42. All right, so let's open our packs, and we'll talk about what I would first pick. We have 19 of them, so let's do it. And then it'll be the end of the stream for the day. So I guess I would probably take Pattern Matcher here because of the upside, because this pack's pretty weak. Yeah, I guess a Pattern Matcher is what I would take there. I think I'd take Barkhide Troll just because it's monocolored. It has a challenging mana cost, so maybe it doesn't make as much of a difference as I think over Creeping Trailblazer. And we got another Field of the Dead. It's like the worst card in the set, I think. And limited, anyway. Vampire here. Can trade with anything. Lifelink. Then we take a Tempsis, who did pretty well for us in that draft. Here, I think it would be Brontodon. I like having, you know, a really efficient creature that also happens to be a main board way to blow up artifacts and enchantments that doesn't hurt to run. Definitely Brontodon. Tail's End is a mediocre sideboard card at best. Here, I think it would be Ancestral Blade. I think it's really great. It's basically a 2-mana 2/2 that leaves behind a piece of equipment that's pretty nice. Goes well on flyers, especially. We've gotten a lot of junk rares. For limited, you know, Grafdigger's Cage is a good sideboard card in some formats. Here would be Rabid Bite. Nice removal spell. Still Rabid Bite. Here I think I'd be tempted by Tomebound Lich just because it's so good even though it's gold. I think it's better than all the cards in this pack by a relatively wide margin. I think this is another Vampire of the Dire Moon pack. Then it would be Cavalier of Thorns, who, you know, not the most exciting of the group, but he's still a 5-mana 5/6 with Reach, who does some stuff when he enters play and when he dies. So that's pretty good. Here I'd be kind of tempted to go with the Gyre. Like, I like having one of these in every blue deck. We did just lose to one also, but I like having one in every blue deck, basically, and I would be tempted to take it just because it's so much more impactful, but like Netcaster Spider is pretty good too. Bone Splinter's up there as well. I think we would take Golos in the end, though. He gives you fixing and a decent body, and I have actually managed to use his ability in a 3-color deck that had a Rapacious Dragon, so it actually can happen. Rapacious Dragon is one of those ways to make it happen. Here it'd be Murder. I mean, it's just better than all the commons and uncommons in the set, basically, so... Would not take it over Dread Presence, though. It's a bomb that takes over the game. If you can go mono black, great. Even if you can't, I mean, ideally you're probably playing 10 swamps with it, but even if you're not, it's still a really good card. This is definitely Frost Links. It just gives you so much tempo. It has a useful creature type. Yep, definitely Frost Links. You don't want... This is the ley line that's sort of the most contentious, but I think it's unplayable just like the others. Even though it has a less narrow effect, there's just... If you can play it for free frequently enough, maybe it's okay. But the problem that it has overall, I think, is giving all your stuff flash won't even always come up in a game. So even paying 4 mana for it, is rough. I think I'd take Shock over Frostlings at this point. I could see that changing by the end of the format. Another ley line. It's not great, but I think it's Agonizing Siphon. I mean, it's a decent removal spell. Then it's Hanged Executioner, who's just like a 3 mana for 2/1/1 flyers, and then can turn into a removal spell late, which is pretty sweet. It's probably Air Elemental here. You know, it's nothing fancy, but it's a highly efficient creature. It's another card that helped us lose in our last match too.
Anyone need a match?
And I think
No. Too bad.
I think Air Elemental is better than Chandra Acolyte of Flame. I think the other two Chandras you take over it, but this Chandra's not that good in limited. You know, she's fine. She's not a bad card. She's actively a card that you play in every red deck if you can get it, but I don't think you take it early. Yeah, Chandra's Outrage. It's a nice removal spell. Still Outrage. This is pretty hard to build around, though if you can, it is pretty sweet. So, probably Risen Reef here. I mean, this card has gone up in my estimation. It's gone up in a lot of people's. It just has so much synergy in this set, and at best, it's going to be a 2-for-1. Like, sure, this dies to everything, but even if they kill it, you're usually going to be in okay shape. Sometimes they'll even trade up. They'll trade down. You'll trade up for it because your opponent's like, I have to murder that or whatever because their deck has 10 other elementals in it. Yeah, still Risen Reef. Siphon's okay, but not as good as Risen Reef. So we have Shock versus Frostlings again. I think I still go with Shock. I mean, yeah, not much has changed since I made that decision, and I think I would do it again here. We got 3 Field of the Deads in these packs. That's what you hope you don't do in Sealed. So, I think it's Bloodthirsty Aerialist, though maybe it's Ember Hauler, but the Aerialist is pretty easy to make bigger. Like, if you put 1 counter on it, you're in business, and that's not hard to do. We also got 2 Dread Presences in these packs, and that would obviously be the first pick there again. Here it'd be Cloudkin Seer, just so much value. Honestly, I think I'd take Cloudkin Seer over Drakuseth. Drakuseth's really hard to cast, and he has to attack to win you the game. It doesn't do anything all on his own. It's not that hard to deal with him. He's good, and of course you play him, but he's not... I don't think he's better than Cloudkin Seer. I think in the end of this format, I'm a little lower on him than I expected to be. Alright, so that does it for today's stream. I'll be back tomorrow doing some more Core Set 2020, and I'll see you guys then. Have a nice day, everybody.